Long, long ago, in a time when mammoths roamed and caves were homes, lived a clever little girl named Taffy and her wise father, Tegumai. Taffy was adventurous, with sparkling eyes and a laugh like the tinkling of little bells. Her father, known as Tegumai the Patient, was famous for his skill in making tools and weapons. One bright morning, Taffy and Tegumai set off on an adventure to the shimmering Wagi River. Tegumai's plan was to catch some delicious carp fish for their dinner, using his best spear. But, as sometimes happens in adventures, things didn't go as planned. Tegumai's spear broke. Oh, what a pickle they were in. Taffy, always brimming with ideas, suggested she run back to their cave to fetch another spear. But Tegumai, worried about the long journey and the lurking dangers, decided to mend his spear instead. As Tegumai worked, Taffy's mind buzzed like a busy bee. She thought, what if we could send a message without walking all the way back to the cave? That's when Taffy had her brilliant idea. Just then, a stranger from another tribe wandered by. He couldn't understand their language, and they couldn't understand his. But Taffy, with her bright mind, saw this as an opportunity to test her idea. She took a piece of bark and, using a shark's tooth, she started to draw. She drew pictures to represent her daddy fishing, the broken spear, the new spear they needed, and even a little map to show the way to their cave. It was the first ever picture letter. The stranger, though he didn't understand her words, saw the sincerity in Taffy's eyes and the urgency in her drawings. He nodded, smiling, and set off on the journey to fetch the spear. Taffy's heart danced with joy. Her idea worked. Back at the cave, Taffy's mother, Tashumai, was surprised to see the stranger with Taffy's drawings. At first, she misunderstood the pictures and thought Tegumai was in trouble. But soon she realized the cleverness of Taffy's drawings. With a mix of relief and pride, she handed the stranger Tegumai's black-handled spear. When Tegumai and Taffy returned home later, they found the tribe amazed by Taffy's ingenious method of communication. Taffy explained her picture letter, and everyone cheered for her cleverness. They even tried making their own picture letters, creating the first steps toward writing. Taffy was celebrated as the cleverest little girl in the tribe, the one who invented a way to send messages without speaking. And from that day, the tribe of Tegumai found new ways to share stories and messages, all thanks to Taffy's brilliant idea. And that, dear friends, is the story of how a little girl brought a big change to her world, making her mark in history with nothing but a piece of bark and a shark's tooth.